The man takes a shine to you. He leans in too close and talks about the true music of the soul people who know him, about the things he's done. Everyone else in the club is focused on the stage, but he ignores it and talks to you. He talks about everything, his life, the songs he used to play, mentioning names that sound famous and familiar. Clubgoers and musicians alike pat his shoulder as they pass. He is liked and respected here. Perhaps the tales are true, but he talks only to you. Before you can order a round, one arrives, and he pays. With weathered fingers, he clinks his glass to yours, talking once again about his shining days, his best days, how much he means to this culture. Soon, he nods off at the bar. You gather your things and leave. By the door, however, you see a faded old gig poster. You recognize him in the big band ensemble posing there, younger, smiling brilliantly, sharply dressed. But you cannot remember his name. The wind nearly tears the farmhouse door off its frame. Somebody left this place quick and didn't take much with them. Dense books, tin kitchenware, broken ceramic, all scattered like a tornado hit. Just out front, an iron pot hangs over a stamped-out campfire. Under the lid, game and potatoes in a congealed broth. Leftovers, but plenty for one, and no older than a day or two. The meal is mush and salt. Something catches in your teeth. A single strand of hair, bristly, black. You climb onto a cotton mattress loaded down with warm quilts, elevated by a wood bed frame. Luxuries. As you drift off, the wind pulls the door open. The sharp, drawn-out creak, creak, creak forces you wide awake. A faint sound. Some wild animal? Just the wind? A voice? The same sound, repeated. A word. Talipo. Talipo. The open door frames the partial silhouette of a ragged creature. Inside your head, somebody else's words ring out in your own voice. Talipo, Talipo, who has my Talipo? Some heaviness presses down upon your chest. In front of you, 2 green orbs, followed by a smell foul as the grave. Yes, you have. You wake up in a pile of debris. Wood boards, roof tiles, broken furniture. Whole farmhouse must have come down. Long scratches cover your arms and legs, still red and raw. The child murmurs softly. The woman blurts out a reply. Don't call me that. Just don't. When she realizes the impact of her words, her face crumples with regret. Then she notices you. Please, could you help? Have you heard about a missing child? Any reports of a girl like this? She nods to the girl tucked under her arm. The girl gasps as if slapped and pleads with the woman.
I'm not lost. Why are you being like this? Mother's playing this game. She says she doesn't know me. Of course she knows me, but she won't stop.
There's no particular resemblance between them, but they could still be related. The woman blurts,
I've been ill, feverish, but I wouldn't forget my own child. She can't be mine. But what can I do with her? Thank God. I just wanted someone else to suggest it. They'd consider me a monster just for thinking it, but she's not my daughter. I can't raise her. Life's hard enough as it is.
The child stares at the woman in abject horror, but says nothing. You didn't think the musician would even notice you. He seemed off in his own little world, idly strumming and muttering along in tune. He stops and calls out to you from his perch on the sidewalk.
What's your name?
He winks.
Now watch this.
He sings Baby Won't You Please Come Home, but with your name in the lyrics.
Now,
he says,
if you found that meant something to you, and you want to show some of that appreciation, I sure would be obliged. I'm mighty obliged. I can see you got the flower prints in your heart.
You're about to ask what he means, but his confidential nod suggests that's the end of the conversation. You leave, feeling a little poorer in a lot of ways.